everybody, it's Wallguy. So here I am, playing some Battlefield 3, finally. I've mentioned 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think it was, that we will soon be bringing regular Battlefield gameplay to this channel. You already saw a Battlefield 3 Wallguy versus Meowth video a couple weeks ago, and if you haven't, by all means click the link on the description below and go see it now. And while you're in a good mood, please perform your favorite bit of percussion on that lovely like button below. Your support is the reason we keep making videos, so it's always nice to see or hear that you enjoy what we do. Let's try and get this video to 60 likes and kick off our Battlefield 3 coverage in the most awesome way possible. Well, the most awesome way possible would be me waking up, finding out that it was all a dream, and that the world had achieved world peace by giving me all their money, and I was in the money bin from DuckTales. Yeah, that would be the most awesome way possible. Since that's probably not going to happen, we'll settle for 60 likes. So, we promised an influx of Battlefield content, and our hopes is that this video will mark the beginning of a consistent coverage, no more super long gaps between Battlefield videos. What this means is basically business as usual as far as Medal of Honor videos are concerned. You'll get more of those than you can handle as usual, but now you'll also get frequent Battlefield 3 footage here as well, and maybe some of the other Battlefield games as well, like Bad Company 2. And definitely, without a doubt, you can count on us covering Battlefield 4 when it rolls around this fall. Beyond that, you can also probably expect some surprises here and there, some videos you might not expect. Perhaps some video reviews of games that we're playing at the time. We are finally attacking our backlogs a little bit, playing some games on the side, as Meowth talked about, trying to get into his backlog a while back. We've both been kind of doing that, hitting up some of our games that we haven't played, so that could creep its way into our coverage as well. Who knows? Most of you know that we do most of our online competitive gaming on PCs. We prefer to have the absolute best visuals possible and more accurate controls, and of course usually dedicated servers. It's all a very nice experience, and we want you guys to know that our Battlefield 3 coverage, as with any of our coverage, will all be brought to you with absolute maximum settings enabled, as always. My PC is always at the top of the food chain, currently comprised of over $4,000 worth of the best components the PC world has to offer, and Meowth's PC is very similar. So you won't see better visuals anywhere else. We've also evolved our recording and rendering methods to further improve our video quality that people continue to say is very nice. The video you're watching right here is the first with the new settings, and you can soon expect all of our future videos, Warfighter included, to use these new settings going forward. So I hope you like what you see. Let me quickly talk about this gameplay you're watching before I go on to more business. I've mentioned before that Meowth and I are Battlefield 3 noobs. In all the time the game has been out, these last couple years, we haven't put in more than a combined 10 hours, I'd say, to the game proper, each of us. We did play close quarters when it released for a dozen hours or so, and of course we also played, I'm guessing maybe 50 to 70 hours each of us in the jets alone during the first month after launch. But that's it. It was mostly just jet gameplay, and we didn't really get any other experience. So we're not used to the standard modes like Rush, Team Deathmatch, Conquest, etc. We have very little map knowledge and not a great deal of knowledge of how the game flows in general. So in essence, we'll be learning Battlefield while you watch. It'll be sort of like how you watch just learn how to play Warfighter. As far as this game goes in particular, it's obviously some team deathmatch on Nosh Arkanels. That does seem to be a very popular map mode combo, just going by the server lists and other videos I see online. So I hope it hasn't been too overdone by others that you won't want to watch this video. And besides, it's different because it's us. And we're bringing our brand of relentlessly aggressive gameplay to the Battlefield world. This means it's time for the faint-hearted to retire to their favorite My Little Pony game in hopes of avoiding our inevitable fast-approaching fury. Maybe. It could take a while. I mean, Battlefield is a huge game with many facets to master. The levels are massive and wide open, and the number of guns aimed at us at any given time is massive as well. I do think I'm off to a good start. Playing Team Deathmatch really, I like Team Deathmatch, but I'm playing it to get a feel for the gunplay, and also to sort out my controls, which still aren't set. I think I have my crouch and my grenade set to the same thing right now. It's kind of a mess. But I'll spoil the end here a bit and tell you that I end up with 95 kills in this round. Now, I'm not sure if that is good or if that's common in Battlefield 3. I do know that I haven't seen that many kills too often, either in my own gameplay, watching others, or on YouTube. So at the very least, it was enough to have the best kill count by far on either team. So it really can't be that bad, right? Maybe you guys could tell me what a good round is in Battlefield 3. I really don't know. This round actually lasted well over 20 minutes, so I don't know. I guess that is pretty common as well in Battlefield 3. Rounds do tend to go longer than in a game like Warfighter, for the most part. Well, in any case, whether good or bad or meh, I'm just getting started, and I know I'll get a lot better as I go on. And perhaps I can do something about bringing that fury I mentioned sooner rather than later. Another thing we wanted to mention about our Battlefield 3 coverage that we'll be doing is, in the past, it's been our mission to bring you complete, unedited gameplay from the start of the round to the end of the round. It's always our preference, and as such, it sort of prevented us from releasing more Battlefield 3 videos, and that's kind of a shame. But Battlefield 3 rounds just tend to carry on a lot longer, and the games are fun. But how do you best present that to an audience in a digestible format? One fix for that problem for us has been to only post footage of gameplay modes that can actually end in 8 to 12 minutes, like Gunmaster. We've done a number of Gunmaster videos because it works out pretty nice. But you can't just keep posting the same thing. It's nice to have a little variety, and there's so much more to offer in Battlefield than just Gunmaster or shorter close quarters type matches. So we feel like with Battlefield 3, it's going to sometimes be necessary to chop the footage down a little bit, break from our tradition of showing complete rounds when necessary in order to bring you something else that's entertaining. We'll still try to retain the essence of the game that we played, so it kind of feels like you're watching an unedited game, not a montage. But there will be editing going forward. There's editing in this video if you haven't noticed yet. This was, like I said, well north of 20 minutes long, and I've got it down to a much more easy to digest 10 minutes or so. I can hear the thought rattling around in a couple of your heads. You're wondering, are we going to bring our classic Wallguy and Meowth live commentaries to Battlefield 3? But of course, and it will be our preference, and hopefully our practice almost all the time, to show these uncut. Now, we still have the problem of extreme length. That's what she said, but yeah, we still have to worry about length. But I figure as long as the rounds don't go longer than one of our longer hotspot type things, maybe 20-25 minutes, we'll probably post that as long as you guys enjoy that. If you'd rather see these chopped down too, let us know. But we'll probably keep the live comms uncut as much as possible. And finally, before I go, I wanted to give you the heads up that there could be some Battlefield 3 series announcements from us soon. And we're also interested to hear what you guys would like to see from us as far as Battlefield 3 goes. Well, that covers our Battlefield 3 announcements for now. If you haven't left a like yet, please do so before you leave the building. And if you haven't subscribed yet, come on in. The water's warm, and it's not because I peed in it. Couldn't be. My pee's cold. I mean, I didn't pee in it. I swear. Yes. Yes.